Hi, my name is Beth Lopes. I'm the director of Megan Brown's The Pliant Girls, and this is my fourth show at CSU Long Beach. I'm so happy to be back. The Pliant Girls is Megan Brown's adaptation of The Suppliants by Aeschylus, which is an ancient Greek play. And in Megan's version, it's totally updated. It's modern language, it's modern problems, and also tying to that ancient cycle of how women have been treated for all of history. In Megan's version, there's a lot more humor. It's funny. It's moving. Truly, it's one of those plays that has everything. You'll laugh, you'll cry, everything in between. Horror, it's thrilling. So it's one of those pieces that really, I think, can touch everyone at every point in their life. The first time that I saw The Pliant Girls was when Megan wrote it in 2014, and I instantly fell in love with this play. I saw it and it just spoke to me so deeply. And I actually didn't know Megan at the time. She's a fellow UCI grad like I am. And we had mutual friends who connected us, and we became friends over the years. And so I've gotten to know her as a person. And this fall was actually the first time that I ever got to direct one of her plays in a full production, which is that her other play, What Happened While Hero Was Dead. And then to get to do this play immediately following it, I'm in a Megan Brown season of my life, which is so exciting because she is a local playwright. She's gonna see this production, which is so exciting. And she's just a tremendous person and an incredible talent. As a lot of the cast members have been remarking, she writes all the things that we keep inside, that we never say out loud. It's so brave, it's so vulnerable, and so exciting. So I'm thrilled that the Long Beach community will get to experience her work in this way. I saw The Pliant Girls when Megan wrote it in 2014, and I instantly loved it. It was love at first sight with this play, and I've been thinking about it for now over a decade. And so when people ask me what are great plays, what are plays that I should know, I always send them Megan's stuff. I think she's such an incredible writer, and this play has always been at the heart center of why I love her work. So I sent it to everybody, Ezra being one of the people I sent it to, and I was so glad that it connected with him and resonated with the students, so that they were willing to do it at Long Beach this season. And I'm so honored that I get to be the shepherd of this production. And truly, I don't think I've ever experienced the kind of buy-in that I have felt with this play, with this community. People, they love it. They love it. I think it speaks to so many different kinds of people at so many different spots in their life that the amount of spirit that has been funneled into this production has just been truly extraordinary. And I think it matches the spirit of the play. It's 92 pages, but it is so packed in with love and humor and warmth and forgiveness and brutality and rage and everything in between. And I think that it's been thrilling to find a group of people that seem to love it as much as I do. I have discovered so many new things about this play and working on it. Of course, as I said, I saw it over a decade ago, and it was interesting because I was speaking with our directing team about, I don't really remember a lot about the production beyond how it made me feel. And working on it, the level of detail that's in the writing, that's connected in throughout the story with the characters, we're jumping back and forth through time. So there's so much nuance and detail that I think you can only really fully experience and comprehend and appreciate when you're working on it in this kind of detailed way. I really encourage audiences to come back and see it more than one time, because I think once you have all the information from all of the characters throughout the whole play, going back and watching the beginning hits different again. So it feels like I couldn't even possibly begin to count the amount of new things that I learned about this script from getting into rehearsal with this tremendous group of artists. I hope that audiences are moved by this piece. I hope that they're challenged by it. I hope that they think differently about something or someone who's maybe has a different life experience than they do. I hope that people leave the theater with more hope than when they came in, which is a crazy thing to say about a play that ends with 49 dead bodies. And that's not really a spoiler because that number is said within the first 2-3 minutes of the show. But I think that this play gives me hope, and it gives me hope in this moment in time right now because Megan allows for rage, and she allows for anger and hopelessness and loneliness and desperation. But the climax of the play, the end of the play, is about what are we fighting for? And it's love. It's love and it's connection, which I think is something that we all really need to be reminded of right now. Doing this show for a college audience in a college community is really special because it's such a vulnerable piece, and because Megan is saying things or having her characters say things that we usually keep on the inside, I think some of it will be shocking. I think some of it will be hard. There are a lot of topics in the play that are hard things. One of our characters even says, topics that make you shift in your seat. So I think that there will be some uncomfortable laughter or just some pure discomfort that happens. But what I also hope is that it makes people feel less alone. I think that this is such a hard age where so much of the world is telling you that you're an adult, but also you feel that child still so close by. And I think that a lot of things in this play address that gap and that friction between not being a child but not feeling like an adult yet. So what I hope is that, and one of our characters even says it, why do we feel so alone? Because we all feel these things. Why do we feel so alone? And I think that my hope is that with this particular community and group that people feel less alone by what is said in this play. I think with any play, I really believe that this group of people is creating a wholly unique experience for this community at this moment in time. And if you were to swap out any person in that team, the whole world would be different. And so I feel that very strongly about, in general, theater and the work that I do. But I think with this play, it is so much about the people. And so the design of our world is very much about our creative team and what they specifically were bringing to the table. Our cast is bringing so much of their own heart and soul and spirit to these roles that it is going to be wholly unique to them. The group dynamic of this company is so special, and they have so much love and support and warmth for each other that I think you can feel on stage, even in moments of danger and hostility and crisis, that in order to create those feelings, you have to have trust in the company. And so casting is always a bit of a leap of faith. You're going on gut, you're going on, okay, I think that this and this together will create some magic, and then you leap of faith. So it's really nice when you get in the room and you feel like your leap paid off. And if we had had a different group, it would be a different thing. But with this particular group, there is definitely magic in the room, and I'm very excited for the community to get to be a part of that. Choosing a favorite moment from the show is very hard. It feels like it's like choosing a favorite child because there are so many varying types of beautiful moments in this show. I am quite partial to the entrance of our grooms. Their first entrance is quite fun. I think both of our weddings, spoilers, there are 2 weddings, both of our weddings are pretty spectacular moments. And I think that the last one I'll say is when forgiveness enters the building, which I think you'll know it when you see it. That has always been a favorite of moment of mine from the script and in rehearsal, and I think in performance as well. Please join us for the Pliant Girls in the Studio Theater, starting performances on April 23rd. You won't regret it.